Los Angeles. This is EverTalk Live. Happy Thursday. I'm Rob Mack.
Woo! Thorough Thursday!
Yes, it is a thorough Thursday.
I'm Jessica Moyer, and this is EverTalk Live, coming to you live from West Hollywood, California, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. for your daily dose of happiness in Hollywood, a little pop culture, and positivity.
All right. Speaking of positivity, overcast a little bit today, huh?
Yeah, totally winter vibes.
Womp,
womp. I am sad. Seasonal affective disorder.
Look at you.
Yes, where's the sunshine? This is the whole reason why I moved to Los Angeles. Sunshine and the dream.
I know, it's
I've
so
got
true.
the dream.
Yes.
I've got Rob Mack here with me this morning, but where's the sunshine?
I know, it's true. It's got to come from the inside out, I guess, huh?
Good thing we've got a lot of shining guests this morning.
We do.
Hello, I'm back in the studio, and good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. Woo!
Look at that.
Yes, sunshine. We've got Sarah. She is the founder of Mom Culture.
Hi.
Thanks so much for this gorgeous Raise Good Humans mug, and happy brand birthday.
Thank you so much.
We're so excited that you're here talking all things mom culture and hashtag Raise Good Humans. We want to know, how do you start your day? What's your morning routine like?
Well, I have 3 kids, so my morning starts really, really early with lots and lots of coffee. So depending on how everyone slept, sometimes I get a little piece in the morning. I like to snuggle with my French bulldog. And then when everyone wakes up, it's just mom life hustle, getting everyone ready for the day.
I love it. I love the size of this mug right here, by the way.
Oh,
like
thanks.
There's like 3 cups in one, so you can have 3 of those and still call it 3. But
It's
like
20 ounces of caffeination.
Wow.
That is serious mom culture.
That is right there.
Right there.
I love
1
it.
equals 3.
Yeah, exactly.
And at night, it holds ice cream.
Oh.
So it does double duty for the moms.
Exactly. Sold. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Ashley,
you.
the founder of Moda Baronessa, is in the house. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for being here. Now, if one of your New Year's resolutions is to travel, you want to know all about her resort wear. First, we want to know, though, how does a designer and entrepreneur like you start your day? What's your morning routine?
It's definitely with at least 2 coffees and going over emails and then trying to fit in a workout every morning at least once a day. But definitely a lot of coffee and right to work.
Appreciate that. And also a fresh new hat. I love this hat. Are you
Yes.
a hat girl?
We have tons of hats in the store, and yes, I'm definitely a hat girl. Saves a bad hair day.
Beverly Hills, saving
is.
all those facials.
That's
Everyone
right, exactly.
is kidding. Well, thanks so much for being with us. Blake Freeman is in the house. He is the author of Hi Boo. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, Boo.
Hi, boo.
Hi Boo. Hey.
How are you?
We're excited.
Thanks for having us.
So tell us, what's your morning routine like? How do you start your day?
Yeah, I don't kind of understand that question. We live in LA, so my morning starts at 10 p.m. the night before. Still going, and I'll start at about noon. No, I'm just kidding. It's, you know, I don't know. It's different every single day because, you know, we're in multiple countries with this thing, and it's, I almost feel like you're starting the day with a crisis. But it's good, you know. It's fun.
Yeah.
That's my coffee, by the way, answering other people's problems. But yeah, it's, I'd say that's about it on my day starting.
Well, thank you for being with us. We've got Amber with us, one of the co-founders of High Fitness, which is not your mama's workout. Good morning, Amber.
Good morning. No, it is not your mama's workout. Definitely not. So that's how I start my days. I wake up and I always do a High Fitness aerobics class because it just wakes us up and gets us going every morning. So what more can I say?
Have you ever missed a class?
No, we love it. We go running like we cannot wait. We'll book the babysitter. We will do anything. This is our social time. It's so much fun. We've created a way to make an outlet with fitness instead of making it a chore. So it really is the way to work out.
It's the only way to work out. I agree. It's hard to stay disciplined when you hate it, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point, is to find something you love when it comes to working out. You can't do it otherwise. There's no way.
Reach that. That's why I call it Blissipline.
Blissipline.
Discipline. I love it. Is that trademarked? We might take that.
Well, thanks so much for being with us. We've got Reggie in the house. You might recognize him as the husband from State Farm's viral She Shed commercial.
Yes. Hello.
Love it.
How you doing?
So how do you start your day? What's your morning routine like?
Well, I get my wife coffee first, keep the marriage going. Then I do a little stretching, and then I go to my office and figure out what's our next plan on our projects that are coming up. So that takes a long time. And then I walk my dog and how to rebuild a she shed.
It's so funny. You were cast perfectly on brand, keeping his wife happy with the
Exactly.
coffee,
Yes.
building a she shed.
That's building the she shed, keeping her happy, coffee, walking the dog, and then getting to work. So that's a daily routine.
That is both media training and marriage training at its best. Right?
At its finest, you know, happy wife, happy life. You know,
There you go.
that's the motto. So I try to keep that going every day.
Oh, well, thank you all so much for being with us. We look
Thank you.
forward to continuing the conversation with each of you later in the show.
Definitely.
That's awesome. Look at all the smiling faces.
I know.
Right.
They're so happy. I got to share a little story about this because the second I saw this come in with mom culture, I had to have it. So in my early 20s, I lived with two of my best girlfriends, Jen and Lauren, and we each had what we called our happy cup. So we would have our weekend catch-ups over coffee, and we each had a mug that was more like a bowl.
Yeah.
So we could have the 3 coffees in one, our happy cup, and catch up. And so I'm so excited to have a new happy cup.
I love this, Jess. It's a happy cup. My brother, growing up, was a cereal addict. So was my sister, and they were even more addicted to, I think, the sugar than they were their cereal.
Aren't
So
they?
they would look for the biggest possible bowl they could possibly find, and they would literally get the bowl of sugar, and they would look at you while they poured it, and smiling. It would just continue to pour and pour, and I'm always thinking, boy, they could use something like that size or bigger, I think. Yeah, amazing.
Right? Oh, it's so happy. Well, we're so excited for the show. And, you know, it's been interesting as the new year continues to evolve. Following up with your resolutions, Rob, what tips do you have on really being able to stay true with your goals and your resolutions?
Yeah, it's such a great point. So there's this great study that came out of Stanford and right out here in California, and basically the study found something that isn't new to most of us, but the application I think is new in a way, or at least sort of the research around it. And that was that, you know, if you think about your goals in terms of being a journey that you're going to enjoy, as opposed to a destination that you're trying to get to, not only are you more likely to stick to the goals along the way, but you're also more likely to stick to whatever it is. If it's a training program or if it's a diet, you're more likely to stick to that even after you succeed with the goals. So I find that interesting. I think we all know that it's about the journey, not the destination, but it can get hard sometimes.
It gets so frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, especially when you've spent your whole year being self-aware and, you know, doing your coaching and reading your books and manifesting your destiny, and you realize you're only halfway
Oh
to
my
that
gosh,
goal.
totally.
Maybe a third
Yeah.
of the way. And you're like, how did this highway get so much longer? I did the work, right? Why have I not realized this goal?
Jess, case in point, I used to run across country, and literally, you know, sometimes it's only 3.1 miles. Sometimes it was longer though. You'd run you know, people would come out. You'd always be happy they came out and feel grateful, but there'd always be someone there that was like, "Keep going, only 5 more miles." Or you're like, "Are you kidding me right now? 5 more miles? I'm about to give up."
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting to, in the same moment, experience immense gratitude and incredible frustration.
Yes,
I
indeed.
live in that duality.
Yeah, it's tough too, and it's so important, Jez. You make a great point, which is you know, especially in the entertainment business, but I would say most businesses these days, the way you feel attracts and manifests not only, you know, positive and happy and healthy relationships, but it also, that's contagious. And so to a large extent, you want to be able to maintain some emotional regulation and some unconditional peace and happiness and joy along the way, not just because it's good to feel good, but also because it helps to pre-pave a successful achievement of your dreams or of your goals. And so it's a little difficult, I think, but I think with practice it gets easier, don't you think?
Well, also with little shameless plug, Moët Rosé, that gets a lot easier.
Even you out right there, huh? Yeah, little social lubrication.
Yeah, exactly. Never hurts. A rosé all day. First I'll, you know, coffee until I
That's
rosé.
fantastic.
You
So
know
were you
me.
always into coffee and wine, Jez?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
I was born this way. Let's be honest.
Yes. It's interesting because I worked for a management consulting firm for years, and I never drank coffee then. I don't know why. It was long hours, but when we started this show, all of a sudden I started drinking lots and lots of coffee, man. It was 3:30 a.m. Wake-up calls are serious.
Wake-up calls are serious. I'll never forget my first cup of coffee. I was 20 years old. I had just moved to Los Angeles, and I got this job as an assistant. And I had a 4 a.m. call time for a satellite interview. And I had this moment. I thought, this is it. I'm going to the dark side. And it was a holiday blend, Trader Joe's, like Joe Brew. You know what I mean? In a canister. And I was like, I made it double strong. And I was like, this is it.
Yeah. Did you like your first? I didn't like my first sip of coffee. I was totally grossed out. Like it smelled good.
Oh, no.
My mom always made it look like it was good, but when I actually had my first taste, I was like, are you kidding me right now? But now
it was love at first taste.
Was it? Really?
It absolutely was. Well, we're so excited to have a great, inspiring Thought Thursday, Thorough Thursday show here on EverTalk Live. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more. And I'm Jessamine Moyer. This is EverTalk Live, coming to you live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. in the Ever Media Studios for a little Hollywood and happiness, positivity, and pop culture. On Apple TV and Roku via the EverTalk app, and of course streaming live on all socials.
I've got so much love in my life, and then I get to do this with you every single day. I mean, it's incredible.
If you have a dream, do not let anything stop you.
You can have all the money or all the success in the world, but if you don't have peace, it's all worthless, really, right?
Happiness from the inside out. Please be sure, if you haven't read this book,
Sweet.
you've got to. I
important to
love
remember.
what we do.
I do too, Jess.
Miracles. I'd like just my life to be an example that miracles exist. I am just so grateful that we get to be a part of this journey together, Rob, whether it's 4 a.m. texting up peanut butter and jellies or coming to you live Monday through Friday every 9 a.m. You know when you're going to see that, Eddie?
Yes.
When we're holding it in our own hands,
that's
Rob,
right.
for best digital daytime talk show.
What makes people lucky, like actually lucky, is that they believe they're lucky.
Thank you for being my mentor, Rob.
Likewise.
You didn't even know it.
True.
I'm out all the time. I'm everywhere. I'm drinking my wine. I'm doing the show. I'm stepping and repeating on some kind of red carpet. I had a little too much. I was like, one drink Jeslyn. One drink Jeslyn. 2 tequila Jeslyn. 2 tequila Jeslyn.
One drink Jazz.
Is this one drink Jeslyn? I hope you're proud, Rob.
I'm very
reading
proud
a
of you,
book.
actually. I don't know how you have the hair is killing it today.
Oh, thank
Are
you.
you feeling-
Clearly, we have no fun around here. It's a thing. Thought of the day: light, love, and magic. Oh, I do it fun. It was wild. Absolutely. Oh my God! Do you know we're still on live, Rob? Right now,
You gotta be kidding.
talking to my angels.
That's hilarious. That's-
They always say if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life, right? I absolutely love what I do.
Yeah,
We
it's fun.
couldn't do what we do without the support of you watching. Thank you for sharing, for DMing, for commenting, for continuing to support us as we grow and scale our vision, for the people in the studio and their friends and families for having our backs. We're so grateful.
Right. And I'm most deeply and genuinely grateful for you. Truly I am, Jazz. It's just a pleasure every day to get to connect with you and work with you. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you. I'm so grateful for you. We love you, Rob Mack. There isn't a man or woman who hasn't met you and said you're the best dressed person in Los Angeles and the happiest guy we know. It's an honor to be able to do this show with
Appreciate
you.
that.
Live live from Los Angeles. Welcome back to EverTalk Live. We are here with the founder of Mom Culture, Sarah Comers, this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
I absolutely adore this brand, and congratulations, 4 years.
4 years since I launched Raise Good Humans and 6 years in total for my shop.
So tell us about Raise Good Humans.
So Raise Good Humans just came to me. That's our ultimate goal, right, as parents. Like,
I hope so.
Yes.
is you want to raise a good human. So it kind of came to me, and I was toying with it, and I'm like, I'm going to put it out in the world. And the response was just crazy.
But I've got to ask, you have 3 children of your own.
3.
So when did you feel like you had time as a wife and a mother to then be a mompreneur and launch all of this?
Well, you don't really have time, but honestly, after I had my last baby, I had a really difficult birth and kind of had a rebirth in a sense. And I just knew I wanted more. I was always creative. I used to do hair, and I really missed that part of me. And I thought, you know what? I just went through this really bad experience, and I do want more. So I just started doing it with the encouragement of my husband. I was already sewing and making little things, and it just kind of took off. It was honestly, though, when I said raising tiny humans is exhausting, that our brand really took off.
Really?
It was like, I kind of said it first, I always say, and it gave women the thing to say, you know what, yeah, it is exhausting. If you're doing it right, you're putting in the work, you're exhausted. And that's really what resonated with people.
Fascinating. So how did you actually do this? Because it's just incredible to me. I'm like overwhelmed by what you've accomplished amidst the incredible family and all those things. So like, where did you start? Because you have the idea, but like, where's the time and the energy come from?
You just do it. And when you're a mom, you just do it.
Yeah.
You're tired all the time. And if you let that hinder you, you're just never going to do anything. So I would sew it in between carpool. I would, explore how do you screen print t-shirts on Google in between nursing sessions. That's how I did it.
Wow.
My little guy is going to be 7 in March, and he's been with me since day 1 of this whole process. So really, he was my little business partner. I'd be like, all right, Fletch, how are we going to screen print shirts? Let's go check out a screen printer today. And we just did it.
I find this so reassuring as somebody who hopes to have children, as a future mama. I get nervous that I would have to sacrifice my career or sacrifice my relationships to have a family. But you are proof that you can have it all.
You can. I always say, people ask me about balance. That's a word I'm not a big fan of because there's not a perfect balance. Some days work is going to take precedence over the kids. My kids do always come first, but once in a while I have to do work. So like today I'm here and they're with my sister and they're great, and I had to stop feeling guilty about it. So you can have it all, you just have
Not
to have
all at
help.
the same time,
Yes.
maybe in the same moment.
And that's, I think, where we get tricked sometimes as women and moms, is that, you think you have to juggle all these things, but, sometimes you need a little help. Someone's got to catch a ball for you.
So what's new for mom culture in 2020?
Podcast.
Podcast.
Yes, we're launching a podcast. So I love to talk, and I realized my community likes, the advice that we give and the things that we bring to the table. So I'm like, why not try a podcast?
Fantastic. So what are some of the themes and topics you'll share in the podcast?
Well, we did a poll on our Facebook, and typical things like, how do you juggle? How do you balance? How do you do date night? Things like that. People want to hear from a real mom that's essentially kind of doing it all. How do you do it all? So we're just going to talk about things that affect mom culture.
Well, stay caffeinated with Mom Culture coffee.
Yes, that was a must for me. I heard you're a coffee lover too.
I am a coffee lover.
So I had to do a mom culture coffee. So it's brewed up in Seattle, which was pretty awesome, and it's a custom blend just for us, and keeps us caffeinated throughout the day.
And you've got some great shirts as well, which have become some of your best sellers, right?
Yeah,
I'm a fan of you.
Raise Good Humans is still one of our best seller. A second top one is probably Raising Gentlemen. We offer both a Raising Ladies, but Raising Gentlemen really resonates. I think because of the Me Too movement, I think moms are really striving, this generation of mom, to raise gentlemen that respect women and,
Oh, love that.
Yes.
Shivering kindness is not dead.
No, it's
right?
not.
Yeah, just fantastic. So, along this journey, I just wonder, when have you sort of experienced the most happiness along the way? Is it-
The most happiness. Ooh, I think probably 2019, last year, brought the postpartum movement. It hit social media, and our shirts went viral on 4 beautiful content creators. And it was that moment of like, oh my God, I still have chills of seeing these proud women in my shirts, rocking their mom bods and just owning it. You know, stretch marks, when I had my daughter in 2007, nobody talked about stretch marks other than the creams on how to erase them. And now we're normalizing it for the next generation of moms. Like, you know, it's normal. You're gonna have a little skin and you're gonna have these stretch marks. So for me, that was the most proud and happy moment, is seeing that and like women just owning being a mother.
Just incredible.
Yeah.
So in terms of like being an entrepreneur and whatnot, like were there any business principles or skill sets that like you learned along the way that you thought you would never be able to learn or that you thought was just impossible to sort of get your arms around?
All of it was really hard.
All of
Like
it.
honestly, like I never went to college, so like I have no business savvy at all. So I mean, I've done it with Google, and it's a great tool, you know. And you learn. I always say it's the school of hard knocks. I mean, I've had my fails and I've had my triumphs, you know. And you learn so much just by doing. That's the thing I tell women. Like, don't just wait, just do. I mean, you're not going to be perfect. Even our podcast, we rolled out an episode yesterday, and honestly, it's really rough. But I'm like, you know what? I did it. It's in the can. And I'm going to learn as I go.
Fantastic.
So,
Well, we're so excited to continue to follow the journey
you.
of mom culture. Please tell everyone where they can follow you.
you can follow us on Instagram at The Mom Culture and on Facebook, Mom Culture. And momculture.com.
Remember, hashtag raise good humans. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more EverTalk Live.
Thanks.
3, 2. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm your host, Jez Mouillet, aka The Trading Bell. What a morning it will be. Due to recent news, we're expecting that the market will be down today, but that could potentially present some opportunity for us. Let's take a look at our watch list. One of the things that differentiates the Trading Bell from any of the other stock shows, other than we do live trading, is everything that we do is on camera, so you can see it as it happens. You are seeing what's happening right now in this moment. 2020, it's all about money, money, money. That is my motto. Remember, money never sleeps, pal. That's right. That's why I'm here trading in Los Angeles live with you at the opening bell. Whew, sun is not even up yet, but the stocks are on the move. Numbers are moving faster than I can even speak. Well, let's face it. I'm excited. I'm thrilled. I've got goosebumps. This is a history in the making. Top of the list, SVRA up 154% this morning. Build BBI at 162. Oh, that feels good. BPH, Spring Bake Pharmaceuticals up 22%. That is going to make for a very sweet start to 2020. Filled. Woo! That feels good. Just a disclaimer, this is an entertainment show, so please don't treat any of the information you hear on the show as an investment advice, because trading is risky. What's on the year strong? Visit EverTalk TV, Facebook, or Instagram at The Trading Bell. Remember, every dream has its price. What's yours? Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to EverTalk Live. We are here with the creative genius behind Hi Boo. Am I saying that right?
Hi Boo, yes.
Not Hey Boo.
Hi, Boo.
Hi Boo.
With the mission really for promoting thought and positive change around animals.
Yeah.
So how are you doing it through this book?
Do you want to take this?
Well, essentially, the book kind of follows this little girl who finds out she can talk to animals and then makes it her mission in life to save all of them. Because once she talks to them, she realizes they have a lot of hard issues they're dealing with and they need a voice for themselves. So she kind of makes it her mission and goes through fun little adventures with her and her friends and her little animal buddies that she finds along the way. So
Just fantastic. So was this inspired by like a personal experience, or was it inspired by?
I mean, I always wanted to talk to animals. I don't
Yeah.
know about you guys, but
You know what they think?
I don't, you know, there's Peppa Pig, which is a huge franchise, and it makes $1.5 billion a year. And the impact value, I'm sure it teaches some values. I don't watch Peppa Pig that much, but I have watched some. I watched an episode that Daddy lost his glasses. But I'm thinking, okay, if you can reach this many children and you can actually have an impact value, change the thought process to something positive. And we're just doing wild animals. I mean, imagine what you could do if you had something that was at the entertainment value of a Peppa Pig. And, you know, we raised a really big sum of money at the beginning just on the idea. We just closed another round of funding. We're almost like a tech company. And it's been incredible.
Going.
Now we stay autonomous to studios. We own it outright. We get to make sure that the IP stays exactly how it should be and delivers the message it should be. And it was incredible the way China and Europe and India and everybody has adopted this. And we Ingram is our book distributor, and they own the publishing company as well that publishes the books. And we're in 25,000 outlets now within the U.S. and we'll be in over 200 countries where we are in somewhat form fashion now.
That's really exciting. So it's not just a book; it's also cartoons, video
Animated
games.
series, yeah.
We just want to flood the market, get this message everywhere. All kids need to hear
And
it.
a feature film too. So we've been negotiating. We have multiple offers. So just on the feature film, we have 8 different offers right now. And it's very cool that everybody's accepted it, but at the same time, they see dollar signs. But do you think that animal cares how much money is being made as long as it's helping them? Because a portion of everything goes to Wild Aid, which is one of the best animal conservation groups, and we're giving back. So this means something in that world.
So the better we do, the better all the animals do,
Yeah.
essentially.
It's now more important than ever, especially in
For
the
sure.
light of the
Australia.
great loss of the Australian fires.
For sure. I wish we were more a part of that. I mean, it's happened so quickly because that's horrible. I mean, they've lost 800 million animals right now. And
Probably close to 1 billion.
yeah, it'd be
by
a
the end of
billion,
it.
they say, by the end of it. That's just,
Rough.
I mean, it's unfathomable. But, there's a bigger fight, which is the poaching and the trade. There's so much money. And you feel bad because some of these countries, that's all they have.
That's how they feed their families.
Yeah, that's how they feed their families. So you're like, look,
It's a
it's got to be some
delicate.
sort of happy medium.
It's a delicate
yeah.
conversation that you have to have, but I think the more awareness we bring, and that's what Wild Aid does, is they kind of raise awareness about it, and no, this won't fix you medically. Don't eat pangolin scales. Don't do it. It's not good. But
So what was each of your personal journeys like leading up to this business and brand?
So
Even before.
I'm a it's very hard to talk about that. I make comedy movies that are not for children. so
great.
The last one, me and Eddie Griffin are leads in, and we now just got greenlit for the sequel, and it's me, Eddie Griffin, Danny Trejo, and some others. And then I also host a show with John Grice, who was Uncle Rico in Napoleon Dynamite, and we debunk, alien psychics, paranormal, just stuff that we don't really believe. He believes in all of it, I don't. So it's kind of a yin yang. And then I was like, wait a minute, there's a thing here, and then we became friends, and she is.
we met on a mountaintop.
Yeah.
On a hike. We were both
Hiking.
hiking with our own people and then met up there and kind of connected. And then
We asked her to take a picture of our group, and then I tagged something, and then she started talking to me. But this human is one
I
of
don't know how it happened. It was supposed to be.
the most sweetest human on the planet, by the way. Probably the biggest heart ever. And if she sees any animal, she has to stop, pet, and talk, and
I
not
do
that it's
talk
a
to
bad
them,
thing,
but they don't
sometimes
talk
we're in a
back.
rush. I'm like, come on.
Now, peak experiences since then.
Isn't that beautiful, though? It was really just a matter of divine timing.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
You have no
Yeah.
idea. I don't know how else it would have happened. And we just started writing.
So what role has that sort of played, like divine timing, in the building of this business and brand as well? Is it-
Me Too movement happened, right? And this is a female empowerment story. She's a 10-year-old girl who knows what she wants. And right after we created it, that happened. And it was like, it just became perfect timing. It was good timing for our distribution outlets. And, and it's, she doesn't, this is not a Disney princess story. She doesn't need a man to come up on a white horse and save her. Like, she knows what she wants. She's going to save these animals, and that's it. And I think it's, that's an important story for anyone to read, boys, girls, whatever. So.
Absolutely.
Well, please tell everyone where they can find and follow Hey Boo.
Hi, Boo.
Hi, Boo.
Hi, Boo.
Hey Boo is what everybody says. I figure Hi Boo was cute enough. So let's
It's
go
way
with it.
cuter.
Amazon Prime, or not Prime, Amazon. I have Prime. Amazon, don't forget that.
That's right.
I'm paying for it. You can get this book on Amazon, and this is for like the 0 to 5-year-olds. And then we also have a chapter book for the 6 to 10, which is about 130 pages. Same stories. This is a picture book that just released, and then we have books released in every 6 months. So, and then it's really not the books. I mean, we have the cartoon, and that'll be out in less than 18 months. And so it'll be.
Congratulations. Really
Oh,
inspired
thank
by
you
it.
so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
The restaurant.
Hopefully you see
Wait, restaurant? No, I said we're rushing on it.
Why not? Why not?
I mean, is it going to be
We'll
vegan?
talk after this.
Well, thank you so much.
Now we have to cut him in.
That's how it works.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more at EverTalk Live.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Watch the stories of people changing the world. EverTalk TV, the Netflix of talk.
All I can say to you guys is remember you are not alone. It's that simple. Just keep remembering you are not alone.
EverTalk is hashtag community powered, so we are excited to offer you a free 30-day subscription to explore the talk shows that will bring you timeless entertainment and evergreen conversations that will inspire, uplift, and empower you anytime, anywhere at EverTalk TV. Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to EverTalk Live. If one of your New Year's resolutions is to travel more, then you want to meet our next guest, who is the founder of Nota Baronessa in this incredible resort wear line. Ashley, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about the resort wear.
Well, we have many brands within the store. We carry Camilla, which is a big assortment that we have. But we cater not only to resort wear, but to also just resort style living. Women are now wearing caftans to dinner in their house, and you know,
Very Beverly Hills.
it's very Beverly Hills,
We've
right?
all seen that on The Housewives.
Exactly.
In fact, my mom, who's an avid viewer of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, saw Kyle in one, and she sent me then a caftan. She said everyone in Los Angeles is wearing them, and she is right.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
they're very comfortable, and they give you a whole look, and it's just.
So what inspired you to do this?
Well, I had 3 stores in Mexico, and
In Mexico, what part?
Punta Mita. So I noticed that the resort market wasn't happening here. So I decided to take a store on Rodeo in South Santa Monica and test the market and see if the market exists. And so far, we've been doing really well.
Love that. Was it a tough transition, or not so much? Because you already knew the Mexican market there.
Right.
Was it tough?
It has been a tough transition trying to understand how women shop. You know, for resort wear, you would think people would plan in advance, and that's what I'm trying to train the customers to do. But our customers are leaving the next day to Hawaii or St. Bart's, but we want
Jet
to.
set life.
Yeah, but we want to prepare them in advance to not worry on vacation what they're wearing, how and arrive in style and be ready for their trip
So
to
what
enjoy.
do you think makes your shop unique?
Definitely the curation of resort wear that we have. It's the most beautiful curation. With all the amazing top resort designers.
Well, we have a couple models here, right? We have a model here with one of your looks.
We have a private label that is launching in this 2020,
goes.
and this is
right.
the piece that
There you
is,
go.
as you can see, it's hand embroidered, and it takes about 2 days to
Wow.
make this.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so we're gonna launch in 2020 our private label collection.
You know what I love about resort wear? It's so beautiful, and it feels, but also so comfortable. I think at the same time.
Right.
Ideally. When did you fall in love with resorts and resort wear? Was there?
Well, I grew up having a house in Mexico and living on the ocean, so I was always a very beach girl. So I just fell in love with the whole relaxed kind of lifestyle. But it also has a luxe element to it. You can mix it with high-end jewelry. You can, wear a gown, and it's just I love it.
Well, it is certainly beautiful. Please tell everyone where they can find and follow your brand.
They can follow us on Instagram at Moda Baronessa, and they can come see us on Rodeo in South Santa Monica.
Oh, great locations too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. Iconic. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
look
you.
Absolutely beautiful and resort ready. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on EverTalk Live. 4, 3, 2. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm your host, Jez Moulier, aka The Trading Bell. What a morning it will be. Due to recent news, we're expecting that the market will be down today, but that could potentially present some opportunity for us. Let's take a look at our watch list. One of the things that differentiates the Trading Bell from any of the other stock shows, other than we do live trading, is everything that we do is on camera, so you can see it as it happens. You are seeing what's happening right now in this moment. 2020, it's all about money, money, money. That is my motto. Remember, money never sleeps, pal. That's right. That's why I'm here trading in Los Angeles live with you at the opening bell. Whew, sun is not even up yet, but the stocks are on the move. Numbers are moving faster than I can even speak. Well, let's face it. I'm excited. I'm thrilled. I've got goosebumps. This is a history in the making. Top of the list, SVRA up 154% this morning. Build BVI at 162. Oh, that feels good. BPH, Spring Bake Pharmaceuticals up 22%. That is going to make for a very sweet start to 2020. Filled. Woo! That feels good. Just a disclaimer, this is an entertainment show, so please don't treat any of the information you hear on the show as an investment advice, because trading is risky. What's on the year strong? Visit EverTalk TV, Facebook, or Instagram at The Trading Bell. Remember, every dream has its price. What's yours? Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to EverTalk Live. We are here with the two that are starring one of the most viral commercials of all time, State Farm's She Shed commercial. We've got Nicole and Reggie with us today. Good morning.
Morning, morning. How's it going?
I feel like we should just start yelling She Shed.
Do it. Yeah, a lot.
Hey, She Shed. And I'm like, hi.
Victor.
Like, you know that's not my name, right?
And you Victor She Shed. Yeah, that's me.
Did the two of you expect this to be such a massive viral success?
There was no way we could have predicted this. Like, I think we both liked the script right on, but
I knew.
we've done
No, I'm just kidding. No.
Clearly there's chemistry.
we didn't know. We get along very well. And we just met right before we went into the audition room.
Yeah.
The callback.
Right before.
Yeah.
And we were first. We went in first, which never really happens where you go in first and you actually book the commercial.
Yeah, because
That's like
working things out when you go in.
Sometimes they don't even know what they want exactly.
They don't
Right.
know.
Yeah. So did you feel good when you left the audition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I felt really good.
I did.
Good enough, but we do this a lot. You know, so it's like, okay, you know, you audition, you hope it went well, and then you leave it behind and go on to what's next.
Yeah.
And this just blew up.
And there's a million no's, and then there's the one yes.
Yeah.
She Shed
Yeah.
that can change your life. Audiences
Yes.
really resonate with this
It's
spot.
insane.
They really do, and there's conspiracy theories around it. Who burned down this shed?
I did not burn it down.
He said he
I
didn't
said I
do
did
it.
not do it.
And
Trust
State Farm
me.
does not condone arson, so
No.
he did not do
I
it.
didn't do it. I didn't do it. Trust me, I didn't do it. Well, I didn't do it, people. I didn't do it. So.
You guys also have other projects, though, that
Right.
you've been working on
Yes.
that you are looking forward to. So talk to us a little bit about the other projects that you guys are most excited about.
Well, I'm very excited about Sister President. It's a 6-episode comedic series that I wrote and produced and acted in. I was wearing a lot of hats, and it's the biggest budget that I've worked with so far.
Wow.
And we just shot it. We just finished on Sunday.
Oh,
6 episodes in 1 week.
Oh my goodness.
You
Yes.
haven't slept.
I have not slept. And this morning I was telling myself, just one more time. Just come on, get up one more time, and then you can rest. Yeah,
Very
but it's
Tyler Perry-esque
it's
of you.
Exactly.
hey, from your lips to God's
There you
ears.
go.
Yes. What about you?
And for me, I just finished 2 features. I produced, starred, and wrote one of them, starring myself, Alex Chen, Michael Jai White, Gillian White, and Hannah Wu. And then I shot a film with Michael Jai White, he did the next installment of Black Dynamite, which came out 10 years ago, and it's called Outlaw Johnny Black. So I was in that with Tommy Davidson and Jill Scott, Anika Norman Rose, Emily. It's just an all-star cast. So doing both of those around within 3-month period and shooting another commercial was just insane.
Wow.
Insane.
To have such successful careers as working actors, though, is no easy feat.
No.
What do you think you've learned about yourself along the way that's really led to your success?
I've learned to trust my gut. I get advice from other people. You know, I try to learn from other people's mistakes because there's not enough time for me to make them all. You know, so it's like, okay, you did that and that went horribly. Maybe I won't do that. But at the end of the day, I trust my gut.
Yeah. I've learned patience. Definitely have a lot of patience, and also trust my gut and continue to be passionate about what I want to do. If I continue that passion, everything else works out, and treat everybody very, very nicely. It makes things a lot easier. And that's and feed the crew very well. That's a big thing. If you feed them well, they work great. That was some of the biggest things I learned, especially patience is, because things don't always work out right, and you just understand that, at the end of the day, it should work out. But if you're good to people and you're patient, things usually find a way of working itself out. So.
Was there ever a point where you guys have felt like you wanted to quit, or where you just got so overwhelmed with the business that
About 30 seconds ago, brother.
Yeah, like it happens periodically where you're like tired, or you're like, really, I have to drive way across town during rush hour to say 2 words. It gets frustrating. And why am I doing this? But I haven't gotten frustrated enough to quit. And I always ask myself, is there something else I'd rather do? And so far the answer has been no. I love what I do, but like any job, even ones you love, some days are like, you know what, I'm over this.
I haven't gotten to the quit part. It's just a lot of challenges. You're wondering when your next one's gonna come, your next job. I mean, for me to quit this has been my dream since I was 7. So it's like, I don't have a backup plan. So this is pretty much it. So I haven't gotten to the I want to quit part because I think there's just too much in the industry that you can do to keep yourself busy. Since I'm a producer now, acting and producing and writing, I can't quit any of that because it's just so much to do. You're always gonna find something to do. So that's the blessing for me is I can't quit.
I had an actor client the other day, and he said to me, "Rob, I don't worry about crossing bridges when I get to them. I just take care of burning them when I cross them." And I was like, "Oh, that's fantastic.
That's great.
That sort of approach you've taken."
Yeah, and because at the end of the day, if this is something that you want to do, you'll figure out a way how to stay in it. And now, like I said, being producers, like Nicole's produced her own thing, you're always busy doing something. And for me, I can't stop. This is the best thing in the world.
You just feel the energy coming off.
Yeah, we get to come sit on this couch with you guys. I mean, who can ask for more? This is what we want to do.
Not only talented, you guys are so friendly and nice. We just keep you, I think.
We just hang out right here. Just lay out.
Please tell everyone where they can find and follow each of you and see your new content.
I'm at NicoleJButler.com and all over social media at Nicole J. Butler. Very easy.
And I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and my handle's the same, at R. Corelli. That's it. I don't like I forget the passwords anyway, so at R. Corelli, but keep it simple. So,
Easy to remember.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you both. We so appreciate it.
You got it.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more at EverTalk Live.
Where can you watch the stories of people changing the world? EverTalk TV, the Netflix of talk. EverTalk is hashtag community powered, so we are excited to offer you a free 30-day subscription to explore the talk shows that will bring you timeless entertainment and evergreen conversations that will inspire, uplift, and empower you anytime, anywhere at EverTalk TV. Aerobics is back, bigger, better, and higher. Welcome back to EverTalk Live. We are here with the co-founders of High Fitness. Good morning, Amber and Emily. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having us. We're so excited to be here.
2020 aerobics has made such a strong comeback. Tell us what's making this High Fitness so unique.
Well, really what it's about, we get women and men, some men, to become their own hype girl. So that the fitness is kind of secondary to we're like, you know what, you're awesome exactly how you are.
I gotta say, you both look like hype girls.
Yes. Yeah, hyped up. Just being in your presence right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
So we're like, you know what? It's so last decade to be like, I want to be this, I want to be that, I wish I was this, I wish that. We're like, no, you're great exactly how you are. Come out, move, feel good, and you're going to be your best self.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just own it.
Yeah, we wanted to bring aerobics back. We felt it went away, but in a modern twist. So we have like the HIIT training, you know, the spike the heart rate, bring it down all through body weight exercise. But it's not about that. In this digital world, everybody's going solo on their phones from at-home workouts. No. Get yourself out, get out with people, connect. There's nothing like sweating next to someone who you have no idea what they're going through, right, in their lives. And coming together as a group, that connection and what it does for you mentally, even more than physically, is just so powerful. And
Sounds
that's
like
what
group therapy.
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
I was told you should
is.
hand out your cards at a therapist's office and be like, I'm only $10.
I read that you have a 98% return rate. People
98.
love
Wow.
this.
Yeah.
We started from one class in a community center. We're in 350 cities in North America with 500,000 annual participants.
Wow.
Because of what it does to especially women. Like, you need an outlet, and we believe that even moms, you can't be the perfect mom at home all the time. You need to get out, you need to find yourself, you need to feel yourself, and so people come back because and that's why it's High Fitness. It's that euphoric feeling of I feel amazing, I worked hard.
So what was the moment in each of your lives where you both realized, okay, we need to make a shift. We need to create this. We'll take it to the community center and then take it to the world.
Okay, so it's quite a lot. Like, I grew up kind of like an alley cat. I had very little parental guidance. I was always hustling, making my way up, and I always loved fitness. So I was working at a gym in Canada, and in walks Emily, and her husband had just gotten a job there, and she was moving to town. So she worked at the gym. So we became kind of friendly. I mean, we're a decade apart. But I was in a place where I wasn't my own hype girl. I was kind of like feeling like I wasn't finding my place in the industry. I loved it so much, but I was kind of getting shot down, and just kind of the emotions of my past. I wasn't feeling like my amazing self. And then it was Emily, I'm seriously gonna start crying, that came in and was like, no, you are awesome. I'm gonna teach you how to teach dance fitness. And I was like, no, you're not. She's like, you are, and we're gonna have so much fun together and do it. And it literally, like, having that self confidence, so this humble confidence. So she's always super humble, and that was the beautiful part about it. It's like she's everyone's cheerleader, but she has this aura of confidence that I got this. So she taught me how to kind of love myself, to tell you the truth, through fitness.
Yeah,
and that was amazing.
And when she came to me and was like, we're gonna do this fitness class, we're gonna do this, I was like 2 weeks postpartum with my second baby. I was like, nope.
I'm good.
That ain't gonna happen. But honestly, I knew, like, I never thought I'd be an entrepreneur. I never thought I'd run a business. I was like, my husband can do that. And there was something deep down in me, like, we knew we had to do this because since then, thousands of lives have been changed. And it sounds so dumb. It's a fitness class. But it's not. It's something when people get uncomfortable, they get somewhere for themselves and they change both physically and mentally. There's power in that. And I think when it's hard, we are moms, full-time moms and business owners, and we're like, why are we doing this? This is the worst idea we've ever had. And then someone literally, just yesterday we were in Arizona, they're like, you've changed our lives. You don't know what you've done for us. And that's what keeps us going on a daily basis.
Yeah, it's fun. It's super fun. There's many elements to it, but definitely the social is huge. Also, people are trying to find ways to get social without going to the club for a drink. Like, drinking's getting its way out, and it's kind of cool to do things that are fun with your friends, where you're doing something healthy, and it's just so fun. So there's so many facets to our business, but definitely the empowerment piece. So the whole story, going back to what we just told the story, is Emily empowered me, and then I empowered her back to start this business. And then we chain of events. We teach people, you know what? It doesn't lessen you by lighting someone else up.
Wow, just fantastic. So what was the hardest part about building this business or keeping it going? Was it?
Oh, geez.
We've always had passion for the product, like teaching and choreography, that stuff like comes out of our souls. That's easy peasy.
Can't stop us. We hear a song like your intro. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, no, we got that. We got that dialed. It's the day-to-day grind of it. We were lucky enough that we were sent from above, this woman, Janae, that literally is very bright, and she's very organized, and she's got us organized and going. So the day-to-day things we suck at because the organization.
We're the creative brain.
Yeah, we are the creative. We can talk to people, we can do the fitness, but I think that would be the hardest part was the day-to-day. But we've hired people, and that's what we've learned is what you're not good at, get someone to do it that is good at it, and they'll love it, and that's their passion. So
I'm 100% behind that. All about outsourcing and delegating.
Yeah.
I've got to know though, why high fitness?
Yeah.
Why
Well,
high?
so it came to me literally like a bolt of lightning.
I was like, branding.
We're called High Fitness. This is what we are. Because high-low back in the day, they called it high-low. But the energy, the endorphins, and at first we did get a bit of flack about it. People were like, "That's a pretty risky name, girls," and we were like, "Nope." And it's been such a great branding tool because people are like, high hopes, high on life. They play with it in different ways, and it has been amazing. But that's why is because you feel that
high endorphins. Yeah, sometimes it scares people away. They're like, does that mean I have to do high impact? We're like, no, we have modifications, options for everyone. I have 18-year-olds in my class. I have 75-year-old ladies who have been with me for 5 years. All our instructors across the United States and Canada, they all teach with modifications to anybody, but it's that feeling you leave with, that high energy, high endorphin.
We do go high though.
Yeah, we go high.
We do go high.
There's burpees, there's tuck jumps. There's
burpees, there's tuck jumps.
It's so fun because it's all set to music you know and love, so you literally don't even realize you're doing it. And the men that start coming, they fall in that, like their wife drags them in, or if they're really into group fitness, and then they're like, that was really hard. I didn't realize. And then they keep coming back. I love it so much. They're fighting over the babysitter in the morning. Well, are you going? Or no.
And that's how we've modernized it, is we've taken fitness moves instead of dance moves and set it to music. So you're getting an amazing workout and it's just as much fun, but people are also successful doing it because anyone can do an alternating knee. There's no chasse 1, 2, 3. It's all very simple fitness moves, but it's so fun and set to music that you're just loving it. And then afterwards, if we were to write out what you do in a class, it would probably be 200 squats.
Oh my God.
100 burpees.
Stop right there for Jess.
But you wouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
You'd rock it.
You would.
Wow. I
We
would
want you
love
to come.
try it. Please tell everyone where they can find and follow and go to a high fitness class.
Yeah, so we are on high.fitness on Instagram and I Love High Fitness on Facebook, and you can find us there.
And highfitness.com is where
to
you will
find a
find
class.
our classes. So there's a search engine. You can just put your address and the classes will show up. We're in most major cities in North America. We have a class tonight we'll tell you about.
Oh, amazing.
Sucking her in.
Yeah.
Naturally.
I love it.
Yeah.
Skip the wine, go to class. And stay tuned. We'll be back with more on EverTalk Live.
live from Los Angeles. Welcome back to EverTalk Live on this thorough Thursday. It's been a fantastic day. I've been so excited today. Learned so much.
Oh,
enjoyed
absolutely.
so much.
Hey, boo.
Hey, boo. Yes.
Or hi, boo.
Yes,
Either
hi,
way.
boo. Huh?
Either
Love
way.
it.
Hey, hey.
Yes.
What a great book. What an incredible movement. Those
Yeah.
two creators are just so inspiring. Not to mention high fitness. I might
Oh
go
my
to that
gosh.
class tonight.
It sounds amazing, and I would say that I love what they said around like experiencing that sort of like workout or runner's high, and the ways in which that makes you like addicted to it. Because that's what happened to me. I love sports, but then when I stopped playing sports later, I was like, okay, I'm gonna run and go to the gym, but it wasn't the same until I started getting that high. And it brings you back over and over again. So I love that.
I bet we could get high if we went on a trip, Rob.
On a trip.
On a trip. I need a
What's
place
this
to
trip?
wear this resort wear from Puerto Baronesa.
I know a couple places.
Miami has been calling.
Yes.
You love Miami.
Miami.
I think we should do EverTalk Live from Miami.
I'm down. When
And
are
I
we
think
doing
I
this?
need to wear the caftan.
Oh, well, from your lips to God's ears, or from your lips to Andy Waldman's.
Oh, spoken just like she said, Cheryl.
Exactly.
They are hilarious. The chemistry between those two.
Oh my gosh, just incredible. And genuinely
Honestly.
nice people. I mean, that's the one thing I appreciate so much about doing this show is that people are talented, but they're also incredibly kind and they're doing like incredible things in the world for other people as well.
Oh, absolutely. And Reggie was so nice talking about his movie, and he's like, I'll invite you to the premiere. It's just the community we have here is so amazing. We're so blessed.
We sure are, and it's amazing to hear people's stories. You don't always know everything, you just know what you see. Right?
You know what you see. Well, apparently there were some mama and papas that did a good job raising good humans.
Oh my goodness, the best ever.
And for those other mamas who need some support, be sure to check out Mom Culture.
Indeed, just what a fantastic day.
What a fantastic day. We are EverTalk Live, coming to you live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. for happiness in Hollywood, pop culture, and positivity. We will see you tomorrow morning.
She's so good with alliterations.